GM. It's just me, Dracula. I'm Corval-less this morning, but wanted to check in. A lot going on. Things really starting to heat up on Sonic, despite, maybe a lot of red, right? I mean, there's a lot of red in the market. My cup is full. Yes, Benny, it's a Max Drac. I should have changed it. I should have called it Max Drac instead of GMSONIC. I'm totally messing up my brand here. My shot to boot Corval out of this thing. We'll get there though. I want to get my chops more refined before I go for like the full takeover. Not a bear. Bark, 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 bark. Shout out to Not a Bear. Pretty much all red today. I mean, you can't really ask for too much. Phantom or Sonic, whichever, like Sonic, people that are holding Phantom still, Sonic hold, whatever. People get like very, like one red day and everybody kind of loses their mind. I mean, I know with all the centralized exchange stuff going on, there's been definitely more than one red day here in the last couple of weeks. But overall, the market's down. The good old heat map here. Not a lot to be excited about today. Bitcoin did cross back over 100,000. So, like I always go to the trusted weekly chart, and it's just the same story. It's just that we are right here in the same range. We're slowly moving to tap this, alpha trend here. Yeah, I mean, this, like I said in the last stream, this chart is kind of like what, keeps me sane, keeps me bullish. All you can do sometimes is wait, like when you're in a bull, like a true bull market and everything's just pumping 10, 15, 20% every day, you can have a lot of entries, but it's kind of like for me, it's sort of like a sitting on my hands period. I mean, I've already made most of my bets, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. That's besides like the daily in and out kind of, launches to ape and all that stuff. But I mean, I had my Phantom a long time ago waiting for Sonic, still accumulating Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to chill. Today is kind of, these last couple days, it's kind of like that. Pulling up the Phantom chart, like I said, a lot of FUD on the timeline, a lot of despair, but honestly, we're just kind of bouncing in this range right now. And I think the reason for the range is that we are having this like interim period of they're in the process of migrating Phantom to Sonic on all the centralized exchanges. That's a ton of volume to account for. There's a ton of like leverage positions that have to unwind. There's so many things that have to happen. Obviously Sonic itself and L1, everything's decentralized, but when you put, if you want to go band for band, right? Centralized exchanges are still kind of king when it comes to the actual where the money's sitting, so that's a lot of open interest, a lot of volume. So I personally think that's mostly what's accounting for just this like all this fluctuation, all this stuff going on. The good news is that we are seeing that process starting to unfold. I think MEX or MEXC, however you say it, they already started converting. I think it was yesterday. You got some of the big ones, like I think Binance set a date for the 16th. So that's 9 days away. But, basically everything is starting to, everything's starting to do that switch, right? So it comes back to when you launch a chain, you kind of have to get the chain launched off the ground first before you can like do a lot of these like things to switch, do a lot of the new infrastructure. So we're getting there, right? I know everybody was hoping for like a day one, just like boom, you flip the switch on day one and all of a sudden, we're in Valhalla, right? But this takes a little time. But the good news is that if you're watching something like DeFi Llama, let me bring it down here. This is what you want to see. So this is the volume that's locked on the chain. And as soon as we got through like the holidays here, I mean, January 1st, we just ripped. We've doubled TVL since the 1st of January. So, I mean, that's what, 6-7 days? And things are just starting to launch. You know, we're still having protocol launches. We still have a lot of big ones to come. So,
oh yeah, name one, Dracula.
Hey, look who's here.
Yeah, my bad, dude. I gotta tell you something, dude. These perk 30s are hitting different now. I think they laced me, Drac. They laced me with the fent, bro.
Yeah, man. It's rough to it's rough when you get hit with that fent when you think you're just having an honest perk 30.
I was trying to have an honest working man's perk 30 and I freaking got hit with the fent like I'm George Droid or something, dude. It's freaked up out here, dude.
Yeah, Benny says Corval can't put down the cup.
That's true, I can't, dude. Me and Dave Blunts was both in the gym recently, dude. That's also a big contributing factor to what happened there. My muscles a bit tired. But yeah, Shrek, what else is coming to the Sonic network, huh? Can you?
Yeah, no, I was just talking about, you know, we're having like a significant volume increase on the chain. Protocols launching, money starting to move in. You know, we've doubled the volume in the chain in the last week. So
what?
Yeah, so we've gone from 30 mil to 60 mil practically overnight. I mean, just a few days. So it's starting to heat up. I was just explaining that, you know, you have to get the chain launched and there's so much infrastructure kind of things that have to get taken care of. So we're definitely getting there. And yeah, I had a handful of things to talk about in terms of launches and things happening. I wanted to start it off with, this is a pretty big one, Vertex, which I can't pull it up on my screen because I'm geo-blocked. So first of all, Vertex, let's listen. It's better to ask for forgiveness later and stack the tokens, right? So why don't you turn off that geo-blocker, bring down that wall, Mr. Vertex, and let the US users get on there and perp trade as intended by Satoshi.
I mean, what are they afraid of, dude? Donald Trump's president, baby. Elon Musk is the vice president, and they both love crypto. There's nothing bad is going to happen, okay? You can let us use it, okay, please?
But yeah, so basically though, it's kind of like a hyper liquid sort of deal. You deposit USDC, and then you can trade all kinds of different perps, all kinds of different tokens. They have a token. You can stake the token. I was just going to play this little guy right here. It's just like a short minute video, but pretty big launch, man. They have a lot of volume. They're on some other chains.
My God. And they're in a dubstep. He's looking up for us.
Peace.
Oh yeah, we're going to be eating good this Easter, buddy. Sonic chains coming together.
But you know, overwhelming choice of music there, right? But no, like I said, it's like a perp dex. You know, they are a boom winner, so they got gems they're going to be handing out. So that was a pretty big launch. BB says Skrillex exchange. That's right.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty big one. I mean, what perps already on the network? Our fifth dex, dude. You got the fifth, sixth way to swap. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they got spot, they got perps. I didn't see money markets on there yet for Sonic, but I guess that's coming. Order book liquidity, which we've talked about this before, that I'll be excited to see this like order book meta hit Sonic. I know there's 2 or 3 other products like in development where Sonic has the speed to be able to handle this like order book style of trading, which, you know, personally, I'm a bigger fan of that than trading on a DEX. You know, like to have a decentralized order book, that's like truly, you know, that's the unicorn. You know what I mean? Like, because it's nice to be able to see the order books. So
we're gonna have a couple of options for those too, I believe. I think there are at least 1 or 2 more projects coming up. I don't want to say because I don't remember if it was public or not. I feel like it might be. I feel like it might be cagey for no reason.
Well,
But,
yeah, the TNX, which was Taro's product, they have some kind of like order book type swap they're working on, and I can't remember the other one, but I know there was another one in development. But yeah, you know, we're starting to see, I think this is going to be nice on the chain as well, as we're starting to see people rolling out their gem incentives. Like I know Metropolis, the Dex Metropolis, I think they are kicking off gem farms like today. So we're starting to see those gem incentives. That's going to bring some, you know, more like liquidity and attention to the chain. So yeah, love to see that. Another one, this one's actually a big one that I was going to talk about. SwapX is having they're having like a TGE today, and it's happening in like maybe even in like the next hour. They said it was going to be between 12 and 3 p.m. Eastern, which Eastern time is UTC -5, if that helps anybody. I guess that makes it what? I'm not going to do the math on that, but yeah, let's just say the token sale could be happening as soon as like the next hour.
Their NFT fundraises. Oh wait, that's from April. Look, I missed Anon. Okay, so I need this, Drac. Okay, so you stay out of this one. Let me grab some of these. Okay.
And I hate to hear it. That would poor Daniele would not be happy about that, buddy.
About me missing out on Anon? Yeah, dude, I know. I called him. He was crying. He was like, "I can't believe it, Corval. Why didn't you get it in? You know, this was our big play." And I was like, "I'm sorry, dude. I was sleeping. I had Fent, bro."
They hit
again,
me with
again. I got laced, bro.
Yeah, nothing's worse than when you get hit with the Fent and you were supposed to be at a pre-sale by a certain time.
It's destroying our communities, dude.
But yeah, so SwapX, another Dex, as you just mentioned, another player in the Dex scene. You know,
can I tell you something about this site? This is so trite. But this is what people come here for. Okay, this expert analysis. Go to that X NFT page. Isn't that sexy? A little animation there on the stake your NFT.
Yeah, they got some nice UI going on, some nice stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, they had like an NFT sale where I guess you stake the NFTs and you can get like rev share and some other stuff. At the core of it, it's basically like a V3 Dex. So, you know, you're going to like earn tokens. You can lock the tokens for the voting power, the protocols, bribe, all that kind of stuff. But everything looks pretty fresh here. You know, they got a referral system.
And look, I'm learning new things here too. I was working on a little video last night for bridging because we had that guy in the comments, and I was like, that was a great idea, dude. You're right. I should be educating the people. That's what they need, dude. You know? And they got a bridge here, another bridge, a whole different, entirely different bridge, a Rhino Phi bridge. Again, you can get to Sonic from pretty much anywhere, dude. There's going to be no excuse, bro. You can get here from AVAX base Solana.
Yeah, you got the Rhino. So yeah, you got Rhino. You got which poking around on Rhino, it's, you know, it's not like a squid router or something where you can kind of go into whatever you want to, or like D-Bridge, you know, how you can kind of like say, I want to go from this stuff. But, you know, it's kind of like a straight asset to asset bridge, but it's still another option. And they also have some kind of incentive thing they have going, like points where I guess they're going to have a
nation. I think their gems are different than ours, though.
Yeah, I think this is more like an airdrop points deal for like their eventual token or whatever. But yeah, you know, we're getting more options. In fact, this morning I was sent a screenshot. Bungie, which is like that's one of the big ones.
Bungie.
Yeah, Bungie just listed Sonic. So yeah, we got D-Bridge, Bungie, Rhino, the Sonic Gateway. So it's coming.
Oh, it's coming. All right. Oh, it's coming. All right. And you know what else? I don't want to hear anyone complain ever again, at least for the next month, about the price action here. Because you know what? That's a blessing to you right now. Think about it. Think about it, dude.
Yeah,
all this stuff is launching and no one's here yet. What do you think? The party is just never going to start, bro? You're early, dude.
Yeah, you are early for sure. Because like I said, we're still waiting on that centralized exchange liquidity that's going to be massive. People will be dropping in straight from there. I did have a third. So we talked about Vertex launching, SwapX launching. Rhino Bridge. Another one here is YEL, which apparently I think this team's actually been around a good minute, but they kind of have like an interesting. It's kind of like an interesting system. It's all based on like wrapping tokens and creating derivatives of tokens, and you basically you create these wrap tokens. They hit you for fees, here and there on different things, and you're able to like, arbitrage like between your wrap token and your real token, and the fees they charge for like wrapping and unwrapping and doing everything else also adds to like the value of the tokens. So it's a little bit, this is more complicated than your standard. This isn't just like, oh, I'm, trading and making LP and farming or whatever. But it's an interesting system. I'm just kind of like starting to learn about it.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure I get it. So you leverage the volatility of these tokens?
Yeah, they view it as like volatility farming. So, for instance,
okay, wait, we just talked about something like this the other day on another show. Okay, if it works like I think it works, but like the volatility farming tokens, you're putting in like an LP, they're farming with that LP. Someone else on the other end can borrow one of your assets, and then it breaks up the LP, and you're getting paid from like whatever swap fees you would have accrued, and the what do you call it?
So that's actually so this is a little different than that. In fact, that's actually how WAGMI kind of does their leverage. Is you can like leverage your LPs, and if people borrow, you're earning all kinds of fees from the leverage trading and everything else. But this is more of like it creates a wrap version of the token. The wrap version is accruing all these extra fees. Then you have the, if you're on their site, it'll kind of like tell you, oh, like, the current value of the token is, this versus like what the wrapped version is. So it creates like arbitrage opportunities. But then also on top of that, after you wrap, you can still make LP with these wrap tokens, and they have like a farm token YEL, which they give emissions on. So it's definitely one of those things you're going to want to like go to the docs. It's unique, but pretty interesting system. This is the kind of stuff that, you want to see. Like this is the kind of stuff we're hoping to see on Sonic, just kind of like people trying stuff, new systems. Yeah. New ideas. So yeah, something else I was going to say in Corval, we could just, you don't have to make the video. They had Mainnet Mary make a video about Robbie.
Mainnet Mary.
Yeah, so we just forward them that content, right?
Nah, dude, I'm coming from Mari's spot, bro. Mari, you think you're cute up there chatting and shit? I've been doing this shit, bro. I'm coming for you, bro.
Yeah, you got to see. Yes. I want to see Corval on that top, honestly.
Yeah, that's my top. I want it. No. I'll just make a little one, why not? We'll do a little SEO farming, a little SEO optimization. I think it's a redundancy.
Yeah.
But no,
those are the videos that get clicks, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like you got to do like the crazy thumbnail of your face and you're like bridging to Sonic.
Yeah.
So
we maybe should lean into that, dude. Maybe we should start tying the episodes. I've lost it all. The trading $1 to 1 million challenge, live on stream.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. It could be like that day we were on
deadpan.
Yeah, like that day we were on Plus where we we're just doing like the 100x leverage trades. That was
yeah. Yeah, those good old days, dude. Well, we can use leverage trading again now. Well, I wonder how high we can go with whatever Vertex.
Yeah, so far I've seen that the WAGMI leverage I think was about 20x, and Vertex I think said 22x, 20x, something like that. So we don't have that degen 50 to 100 yet that we need. So hopefully somebody's working on that.
Yeah, I think someone is. I think someone is out there working on something a little crazy, a little degen, a little bet, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, What else we got going on here? We were looking at the charts again. Dracula. It's not good for
Well,
your health, bro. It's not good for your heart.
well, no, I just I was gonna pull this back up because despite everything that's happened, like I said, with these, centralized exchange delistings, we're still having like some green days mixed in there. I think we have kind of like, this could be bad to say on the stream, but I think we have kind of like found the floor for Phantom right now, in terms of Phantom turning into Sonic, right? And I think, we just got to make it another, like I said, finance is, like I said, I think the 16th, 13th, something like that. We just got to make it like another week. And I think we resume uppies.
Yeah. You gotta just suffer the agony of front running a centralized exchange, front running every centralized exchange. You just have to suffer that here, you privileged few.
And
That's
something
all.
else, I was going to bring up. I mean, just talking about like the projects rolling out. I mean,
Avalon Labs? I've never heard of that in my life.
I still don't actually know what that is either.
Avalon? That's where King Arthur's from. Brit chat will know what I'm talking about.
That's all we know. I think it's like, yeah, does anybody
liquidity for Bitchfi? Get that out of here.
No, I think they have like a BTC wrapper kind of product. But I'm gated once again.
Americans are the most repressed users in the whole world, dude.
All right, well, I'm just gonna go back to the protocol list then, since I'm geo blocked everywhere. Everybody insists, and that's the thing. It's like, obviously I got a VPN, but I'm scared to turn that on while we're like streaming.
Yeah, it'll kick you out for a little bit. Look at these TVLs though.
Beats kind of like a quiet. Beats been like a quiet monster here. They give it the fade when it's kind of like the staked, how like most of their volume is probably from like staked S, but still, that's a lot of volume. That's a lot of tokens securing the network. Yeah, like look at this. It's an interesting landscape because when you going from Phantom into Sonic, we know all the normal guys, right? We know all the players that are on the chain already. We know most of these people, but it's interesting to see the list now. And, there's a lot of names on here that, I mean, obviously I've heard them by now, but, people that, are basically newer to Sonic. So, I mean, this stuff's starting to line up here. And like I said, we haven't even really gotten started in terms of, volume on the chain.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You guys were aping into token. You guys are still probably aping into tokens with names like Dick Butt and Poop Face with market caps this size. And now you got the opportunity to get some real deal infrastructure at bargain bin prices.
Yeah, and
everyone's scared.
Yeah, we got 30 on the list right now. And like I said, we haven't even gotten some of the heavy hitters.
Fiskland Finance. Okay. Uniswap has $1,000 on Sonic.
Not sure what that's about.
This is like an accident.
Uniswap's not even live on Sonic, is it? I don't think so. But yeah, looking here, I mean, once again, talking about Daniele, I mean, WAGMI, that was a dark horse. Did not see that coming.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's going to be getting eyes from around the systems on us right now.
Shadow has 200% increase in their TVL in the last 7 days, already up to 3 million. So yeah, you're seeing the heavy hitters already starting to fill up a little bit. So, but yeah, looking forward to what's coming here in the next few weeks. I think that we're going to see a very different vibe here next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I think as we move into spring, things are going to get a lot better. But that's just my guess. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. And you guys could, chop me up with axes or something for it. But I'm just feeling it, dude. I'm feeling it's gonna get better. I was gonna say, Drac, did you push the button?
I did. That was actually a lot of fun. As is tradition. Shout out to Funeral, friend of the show.
Funeral just stays cooking, dude. He's always in that kitchen.
Yeah, so Derp NFTs took the chain by storm. They had the Derp token launch, which has also been popping off. And I think something that's cool that they've already been starting is like they're gonna have these like events, and this first event all revolved around this red button here. You know, everything's saying don't push the button, don't press the button, and it was an interesting mechanic. It turned out that the button gave you a certain amount of derp tokens, and every day they increased the amount you got by like 2x until all the tokens were given out. So this was just like the first event of what they're saying is going to be, you know, many. At the same time, they launched this little item shop. Also kind of a mystery at the moment in terms of
who is this? Who's this painting? Who is this criminal? The lore runs deep here.
Yeah, I think it's
Jordy, dudes.
It's Jordy trying to hide.
Miscreant, dude.
Yeah, but you know, Funeral likes to get a little mysterious sometimes. So with the button push, they dropped these items, and you buy them with derp token, but I don't think anyone's totally sure yet what the cards are gonna do. So there's like a limited number of each one. And
I know what the cards are gonna do. You wanna know?
What's that?
What the cards are gonna do? They're gonna do the same thing the derps did, dude. They're gonna sell for 10x on the secondary market, and they're gonna make me look like a goddamn fool.
Oh, you missed these too. You better. I think you still have time to get the items, so you should probably go ahead and do that.
All right, I'll do it.
But yeah, I like this little like motif here of, you know,
Starter
like
Pokemon.
They're like Pokemon cards.
Which did you grab one of each, or did you pick one as your starter? You know, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur getting no love. Replaced by
yeah, you know, I guess
hard.
Based on the price there, it's like, you know, the 3 cards on the left are all like pretty cheap, and then the Misor
is $420.
It's a little more expensive. So I went ahead and got all of them. So we'll see what they do.
Nice. Hopefully we can make them fight.
Yeah, now that would be great if you could have your little derp Pokemon arena kind of thing going on, and you bet derp on it, and you know, you guys can just give me a cut of that if you decide to use that, because that's, you know, I'm just dropped a genius idea for you.
Yeah, exactly. And you give me a cut too, because I want it.
So, but that's pretty much all we had today. Just covering some of the new launches, getting some new guests lined up here for the next couple weeks. If there's anything you guys want to hear us talk about, we're trying to cover, you know, I'm sure that I've missed, you know, even though covering, you know, 3 or 4 things that have launched in the last couple of days, I'm still probably missing something. So, of course, if there's anything you want to hear us talk about, drop it in the comments, send a DM, follow the GMSONIC on X, OX GMSONIC, always streaming on Sonic Talk as well, OX Sonic Talk, YouTube GM_Sonic, and anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can always listen to us. Some people prefer that. And that's really all we got today. Thanks for watching, and we will be back on Friday.
We will see you then. Adios, amigos.
GMSONIC is Corval and Dracula Presley. GM.